And welcome. It's the San Diego Kings basketball report with San Diego Kings general manager Abraham Muheize. I'm Ramon Scott, joined by Dave Dickens of EastCountySports.com. And Abe, you hardly had time to catch your breath over the summer before you guys were headed out to a trip to Arizona last weekend. Grab a couple of wins before the home opener this Saturday night against kind of your regional rival, I guess, the Orange County Nova Stars. How are you feeling? How's the team looking? Just getting started this season. You got a big home schedule at El Cajon Valley High School. Season tickets still available.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Just to play the Orange County Nova Stars. They're a really good team in Southern California. There's about 20 teams all up and down the coast. So this to be the first home opener, and it's at El Cajon Valley High School. That really excites me. So I'm just really excited. We have a great team. I'm really excited. Just put on a show and give the fans something that I don't think has ever been done before.
Is this Abe? And I've asked you this question before. Is this because you have the entertainment portion that comes along with the actual game, with the dancers and that type of thing? Is this also, could it be referenced to somewhat like the Harlem Globetrotters type of show?
Well, the Harlem Globetrotters, they're more of just a show more than anything. We actually have real
A
plays, real
competitive.
competitive games. It's very competitive, and these guys go at it. Even just with some of the rule differences, like there's something called the 3D rule. So what that means is instead of 8 seconds to get across half court, you have to get across in 7 seconds in the ABA. And if you don't get across in 7 seconds and you churn it over, it's 3D. Means that there's 3D light that comes on, and if a 2-pointer is made, it counts as three, and if a 3-pointer is made, it counts as 4 points. So when a team gets a
Wow.
big lead and they put on that press and they're causing turnovers and you're hearing people yelling 3D, 3D, they're racking up points, and that's how you can rack up points by getting turnovers in the backcourt.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Abe, you're one of the top general managers in this league. I think you were you were general manager of the year in the whole organization last year. Hundreds of teams in the ABA. Did you come up with that rule?
Yeah, no, I ended up GM of the year the very first year. I went out to Indiana and they awarded me GM of the year, so that was a pretty cool honor. And it's pretty cool. I get a lot of teams, that they're like, man, when people ask how do you run a professional basketball team, we're telling them go check out Abraham Muheize. So that feels really good
Yeah.
that that we're basically writing the book on how to use social media and promote the players and the brand and the organization and be able to bring the community together, which I feel is like the biggest part of what we do to actually make this thing successful is we get the community involved. So it's quite an honor to get that type of recognition in the ABA right now.
And I'm sure it feels equally as fantastic to have it just the local feel. I mean, this is putting you. I mean, you're not going to be on the gridiron or anything. You're not going to be back on your field that you played on. But at the same time, you get to get back at the school. You're going to get back in there, and it's going to feel like you're rallying the crowd again. It's just going to be like old times. I mean, tell me about that. How does that make you feel to be able to? I mean, Ryan Trammell must be going crazy. The principal must be going crazy, and they have to be extremely excited about the project.
Yeah, thankfully there is a lot of support at Elkhorn Valley High School with Kim Patterson, Ryan Trammell, Brett Ford, Brandon Nami, the ASB director, even the students. Just a lot of people there. They're just really excited. They're posting it every time we put out an email. They're emailing it out, and so it's really exciting. Say hi, baby. So yeah, no, it's really cool that they are relax, relax. So it's really cool that they do show a lot of support. All my emails that do go out, they're forwarding it throughout the school, and so the excitement's there. So just to be there, where I'm from, where I graduated, it does feel really good and real special to see people I've known for 10 years, 20 years that are coming out and just to know it's never been done at our campus and be able to do that. I really like that feeling a lot.
Dave, we're going to look at some of Abe's family. We have the littlest king, too, that recently joined the team. Abe?
Yeah, little
Congratulations.
King Muheize. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and Dave, Abe could still suit up. And I guess if something happened and all these guys had to work on the weekend or something, I'm pretty sure we'd see Abe in the starting lineup.
Hey, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure there's 5 guys on the court. And if it's me on that court, then it'll be 5 guys on that court,
Now, how was it? It came down to picking your coach of the year. I mean, that must have been a pretty big decision, or was it a real easy decision to grab Davion Fomber from, former Christian head coach? Did extremely well, was very successful at Christian high school with their program, and to be able to attain somebody like that, I mean, that's got to be phenomenal in itself.
It really is, and I like to think that I got really lucky. When I finally got to speak to Davion, he had messaged me on email, text message, called me, and sent his resume over, and I was just blown away by him, by what he stands by, what he wants to do with the team and the guys, and it's been the best decision I made in the offseason was being able to get Davion Famber to this team because he has a lot of these guys very excited. He's very organized. He runs, he's very smart, very, very smart, especially when it comes to these guys on the court. And I'm very excited about it, man. This is going into my 3rd year where I've been able to just take a step back and Davion's just grabbed the car and he's just driving, man, taking off with it.
Now, did he possibly, Davion and I had a pretty good relationship. Ramon as well. I just happened to be to so many live games. I'd spoken to him pretty much nightly during tournament time, of course. And boy, those conversations that Ramon had to sift through sometimes just to get some quotes that were. Because they were all valuable. We'd be talking about some real good strategies and just everything about the game and how it's evolved. That's why I think that the knowledge that he's going to bring to the team. When I heard that, that's the first thing that I was thinking is how much of a win that really is, and for him to be available. Because I know that he was. I think he was doing something with San Diego City College at the time, from what I understand.
Yeah, he was at San Diego City College as well, and then Christian. And right now he's all in all San Diego King, and we're really excited to be able to have him here with us and be able to take this on. It's going to be an exciting journey. We're ranked number 11 in the country right now, and we have Game 3 at home. Elkhorn Valley High School. I'm really excited to be able to see what this whole team even takes in when it comes to this first home game. We went on the road, and it's a big difference on the road. Not a lot of these guys, have the same type of social media or are marketing the same type of way we're marketing with the San Diego Kings. So I think it could be a little shocking, when the lights come on and it's some real fans and they're going crazy about, some really good basketball.
Yeah. Now, do you have something set up that maybe something you're holding back, something secret, a little surprise that you're going to have for the fans on the launch of your first home game at the Braves gym? Something special. There might be even a special light show. Well, I don't want you to give it away, but I just anticipate something real big that is going to entertain the fans and really get your team pumped up before the game.
We have a lot of entertaining things, a lot of wow factors that a lot of people will get when they come into the gym, especially with DJ Artistic, who's been our DJ for the past 2 seasons. He'll be there as well. But I got a little something special. But not only that, I got a couple 7-footers on the team. I got a guy that high jumped 7'6". I'm sorry for the record, at University of Arizona, 12-time All-American. So if you want to see something special, just wait and see till he catches one of those dunks out of the air and slams it down. It's like, what is going on here?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with the Kings approach, Dave, and one reason they become kind of a model franchise is because of Abe's proactivity in the social media realm and this presentation. And when you go out there, folks, to El Cajon Valley High School on Saturday night, you're getting a professional sports experience. I mean, that's the thing. We're going to have, the cheerleaders, the DJ, the play. As much as Abe goes out into the community with his Braves, with his Alumni United group and Community First and his work with King Amanpour, Abe wants to win basketball games. He wants to get to that ABA Final Four, the playoffs. They teased you last year, Abe. It was a very, very successful season. And, man, could you imagine getting to that point in just your second year, getting as far as you guys did? Where were those games? In Texas, in Dallas?
Yeah, those games were in Texas, Austin, Texas. And we made it to the Elite Eight. And we just, couldn't get right over that hump in our first year. I think it was just more of a inexperience. The team we lost against has been very well experienced. And there's some really good teams like the Jacksonville Giants who will actually be out here in San Diego from Jacksonville. They've won the ABA 4 times in a row, and they'll be out here to play us December 7th at El Cajon Valley High School. And in December 6th, I'm actually even going to have a day at El Cajon Valley High School where a couple of their players have a little battle in a dunk contest against some of our players, a little 3-point contest, just to kind of get the kids excited and just see what, real ABA champions are looking like. And they're very good.
Look, Dave, the structure of professional basketball in this country, you have the NBA, you have their G League beyond that, and really beyond that, you have some minor leagues, but the ABA is pretty much it. And the teams, they enroll in this giant league to try to play down to that championship. So Abe's juggling a lot of things. He wants to make a great franchise. He wants to put out a product, make everybody proud. He wants to look good, like he's doing a great job. But he also wants to win those basketball games like he did last weekend in Arizona.
Well, the thing is, the more and more that I've learned from community members in East County, yourself, just some of the old articles that I've pulled up that my father, Bill Dickens, wrote up about Abe back in the day, and all the achievements that Cliff made, and he's still there, and just to see all that come full circle, and then to see the success and where you're at from where you started, and who would have been anticipated, that the way you started at El Cajon and what level you took the El Cajon Valley Braves to a level higher than that they'd ever imagined, and then taking it just a step further up to the junior college level, national championship, and you even still have some of your local boys from that team at some schools in the county, and I'm sure that you keep in touch with those folks too, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be here for the launch too.
For sure, like Clifton Thomas, of course, he's always there. Nate Shad, a lot of my guys that we played with, they come out and support from scrimmages to games to even when we run in the men's league. They're just very supportive of anything that I've been able to do. So I've been blessed with some good friends that the game of football has blessed me with. Teammates that have always been friends and brothers for life. And they all come to the games. They'll sit courtside. They all want the hoodies and the sweaters, the shirts. They want the gear. And it's cool, man. I really love it. So it's definitely a great experience being right here at El Cajon Valley High School, where it all started and it all began. And even with the community outreach where it began, a guy like Daryl Priest, who came to us as an alumni during my senior year, and the guy took me in a Ferrari and drove me around, the back hills and just talked to me about, the future and my life and how he started. And, so it was pretty cool to see that. And that literally, was a spark and something that changed in me where I was like, man, I want to do kind of like Daryl Priest, to be able to just be successful enough to come back and help out where I can at my school, and that's where I felt like what he did with me. And, I even sit on his board now where he actually donates to every single program before the season. athletic program, and we get to sit with the coaches, and they get to let us know, what they need on the season, and and our board gets to decide how much we want to give them and how much they need to raise to be able to meet, what they need to get through the season. And it's a really, really cool experience. And, just to see all this positivity at El Cajon, just to be able to add something special like the San Diego Kings with our motto, community first, like my shirt, it's community first. And yeah, man, it's exciting.
I think that says it best too, because we've been, and I know we want to stick around with the whole Kings experience, but it reminds me of what we were talking about last night. The whole culture at El Cajon Valley, the way it's changed in the hands of state San Diego State alumni. Uh, Coach Nick Osborne, and the way that he and Cliff have really turned around the whole culture, the way that the kids think, the way that the admin thinks, and turning around the whole school. And you get to be a part of that now on this side too, with bringing the Kings in there. I think that El Cajon Valley is very fortunate that it's going to really put them on the map, not only because of the Kings, but just the way things are working out. You're seeing buildings go up now too. I mean, El Cajon Valley is actually being rewarded finally.
Right.
And it's a nice thing to see too. And I know you believe in that too, paying the small guys back. The guys that have been struggling for so long, and some of these kids that don't get a chance to watch a big league game, and to come and be able to come local across the street, pretty
Right.
much, and come see a local professional team in action, and all the goodies that come along with it.
Right. Yeah, that's true, man. And that's the best part about it, is to be able to have, these kids just come in and actually get that experience. And that's why just last week I was like, you know what? If a high school kid comes with a school ID, he's coming in for free at our games. So that's a new little thing. High school with ID, come in free.
Abe, I want to know right now, a chance to promote some of these guys you got on your team this year. You went out to Arizona and played a couple of games last weekend. You beat Phoenix Valley 113-112 behind your ageless veteran, Manny Perez.
Yeah, Manny Puerto Rico Perez.
Yeah, 21 points, 9 rebounds. He also had 19 points in the win over the Tucson Buckets, 117-107. I want to know if at the end of that Phoenix Valley game, we had to hold on for that game. Did they have that point buster turned on? Because, man, we were up double digits late, and they almost caught us.
Yeah, we got up really early, and it seemed like that third quarter was just like a force. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't pretty, and the game got really close, and it came down to some free throws, and Damian Elam ended up sinking the free throws. We go up 4 and sealed the game, and then they throw up a buzzer beater from half court, and they hit that, and that's what made it 112, 113.
And
but,
then go ahead.
No, it was just became close at the end, and it got tense. There was a couple times where I got out of my seat, like, what is going on here? I did not expect this.
And Abe, in the win over Tucson, 117-107, Deontay Jones came off the bench, scored 20 points, came off the bench in the first quarter, but you guys got a bench like the LA Clippers, man.
Yeah, Deontay Jones, Navy veteran. He actually played with the All-Navy team and won 2 gold medals last 2 years in a row. And since he's been stationed out here, he heard of the Kings, came out, and the guy just can light it up. I've been just waiting to see it, and man, it was a beautiful thing to see how he just comes off those screens, catches, shoots, and hits those threes, man. It's amazing. Yeah.
Marcus Shep, 17 points off the bench. Marcus Bell had a double-double, 18 points, 15 rebounds. Who else you want to tell us about we're going to be looking for this week, Abe? Hey, I'll ask you this, because we don't know. Nobody knows. I mean, you might not even know yourself. You made it to the Final 8 last year. Seems like you got a pretty good team. Is this team Elite 8 capable or better?
I think this team is the best team that we've been able to put together so far, and I really believe that this team could win it all. Just with the chemistry that we have, the guys are meshing well together with the coaching staff. We're just a little more seasoned and polished now. We've got a taste of it, and I really think with a lot of veteran guys like Julian Sampa, Braxton Smith, these are guys that have been around 3 years, starters as well, that are still here, and I know they want that championship. They want it all. And we got guys like Justin Johnson, 6'7", Marcus Bell, 6'10". We have some really, really good pieces that I really think can take us all the way.
You took on the Nova Stars. You had a little exhibition series down here last month, and you played them quite a bit. Are they your natural rival right now? And how well do you communicate with their general manager? I imagine the franchises might talk a little bit.
Yeah, no, the owner of the Orange County Nova Stars is actually the general manager. He actually he actually is the commissioner of our Far West Division region. And we communicate very well. It's between when another like general manager is talking to another general manager, it's more business, and we're basically on the same team, just trying to make sure our organizations are running good, their organizations are running good, and we're here to help each other. What the guys do on the floor, that's a battle that they take on, and we all, of course, we talk our trash, and we want to win every single game, trust me. But yeah, no, it's definitely a great relationship. All the owners in the Far West Division, general managers, we're all pretty close, and we have weekly calls, and we're all in a group message together on Facebook, and we all message through Facebook, and it's definitely a lot of good chemistry coming together to really build this league up, and where different cities have quite the same experience as the San Diego Kings.
Abe, I hate to get to this portion of it, but I think it's a necessity, and not for just advertising purposes, but just so everybody knows who they can go to, and especially since the East County is so tightly knit, maybe we can get into that, and you can give us just a real quick oversight and what Mr. King has done for people professionally as an attorney, and how he's helped so many individuals on so many different levels.
Attorney King is just one man, but this man has done so much for so many people. Just has one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen in my life. Changed my life drastically in these last almost 3 years now, and I've seen him do it for a lot of different people than just besides myself. Just how he interacts with people when they come into his office, how he just gives back to the community, just so generous with it, and he constantly wants to give back and help the community as much as possible. And that's why I think he took me on as a partner with the San Diego Kings. When I snuck in his office a couple years ago now, and he's like, "You the basketball guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, and I'd love to partner with you." And after he's like, "I'll give you 5 minutes." 45 minutes later, the guy and me are hugging, shaking hands, and now I actually thankfully get to work in his office every single day next to somebody that graduated college when they were 15. Finished law school by 19, youngest attorney in California by 20. So the man is just amazing. Been practicing law for 24 years as an accident attorney. Voted best because if you see, he runs a machine in there. What it takes. When you see from everything they say comes from leadership, and his leadership just shows. And definitely one of the best, if not the best, accident attorney in the country, with Attorney King Amanpour.
Abe probably could have played power forward. Could have played power forward with that body. He doesn't know a jump shot from a free throw, but he sure loves this team. He got involved with him with.
Definitely, when I did pitch him, he didn't care so much about the basketball team, putting it together. He was more interested in what we could do with the team as far as taking these athletes into the community and the influence they have over our youth. Just being able to have a positive influence on these guys, to have a positive influence on the youth, really is what made him, a partner with the San Diego Kings and pushing community first.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, just like you mentioned so many of the great players that you have on the basketball team, but I thought you might want to give some love to maybe some of the folks that are working under Mr. King and that have done great work for the community, and also maybe touch on the dancers and what they do for the entertainment portion of the show.
Yeah, definitely. As far as dancers, we actually are partnering with the Origin. which is in El Cajon. They're actually at Parkway Plaza Mall. They're a dance group out of El Cajon, which is great. And so that's where our dance team is going to be formed together. We actually just recently started this partnership with Cheryl over there with the Origin. So she's going to be bringing a lot of entertainment. They have youth dancers all the way up to adult dancers. So it's going to be a lot of good dance groups, and we're going to put together another San Diego Queens dance team over there as well. So it's going to be more than just one dance team. It's going to be a group of different dancers from youth all the way up to adults that would be on the dance team performing at the San Diego Kings games.
And Abe, if I want to get a ticket program, I don't have to just come out game by game. I can get a discount by purchasing season tickets for just $69. You'll get to see that Jacksonville Giants game and other teams you've played before, San Diego Guardians, other teams like that, and teams coming in, top teams from the ABA coming in from out of town. What do they do to get involved in season tickets? They don't have to just walk up the night of the game. They can have their ticket ready, right?
Yeah, that's right. You can go to sdkingsbasketball.com. You can go to our website. You can get tickets for $69 for the season tickets. $99 will be for courtside tickets. And that's where you get to sit courtside at all the games this season, which is a lot of fun. You get to hear the game up close and personal. You're in the camera shots. You're in the live stream when you're sitting courtside at a San Diego Kings basketball game. So yeah, you can get your tickets at sdkingsbasketball.com, and you want to get your tickets online because it's $10 online. If you come to the door, it's $15 at the door. But any high school kid with an ID, you're getting in for free, and 13 and under is free as well because it's still community first, baby.
No doubt about it.
Let me ask you this real quick, that just for clarification purposes. Now, is that only El Cajon Valley students, or is it students from anybody in the district?
Students. Any high school kid with a student ID will get into our game for free.
And I want everyone to come in, especially those kids, to wear the gold and the black of the Kings. It's going to be quite a weekend, Dave. You figure Friday night, you got the Braves. They're going to win. They're going to win big. Everyone's going to be all fired up. This ain't a football show. I could say it, man. The Braves, we're going to crush Mountain Empire this Friday night. Then you have the Kings game on Saturday. And then, Abe, holiday weekend, you got something special planned. This has already been some things. You've already had a lot of success doing activities like this. Tell us what this week's activity is.
So on Monday, we have a Veterans Day camp with Ryan Rizuki, who actually owns the Hoop House here in El Cajon as well. And it'll be at El Cajon Valley High School. So 10 and under will be from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And 11 to 16-year-olds will be from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to be going over dribbling, passing, shooting, live 5-on-5. We're going to have some Kings players out there. So you're really going to get the chance to train with the pros. And you can go on our website to get that as well, to get those tickets to register. And even on my social media, you can go to my link in my bio, and you'll be able to get some of the tickets to actually register for this youth camp.
Okay.
And
those times?
I don't think I got to from 10 and under is 9 to 12 p.m.
Okay.
And 11 to 16 is from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
And what I was going to say is some more exciting news. It was recently put on our schedule is we're going to actually be going to Los Angeles on Sunday and playing a game in Los Angeles versus Meta World Peace and his X vs. X basketball team. So it'll be a Saturday game at home, Sunday game in LA, and then we're back on Monday for the youth basketball camp.
And Meta World Peace, he's done a lot of activities with you. You've formed quite a kinship with him.
Yeah, we have a really good relationship. You know, it started when I very first started the Kings, and we started making a little splash on social media. I look one day on my Instagram, and I'm like, is this the real Meta Peace liking my pictures? And so, you know, I got in his DM, and about an hour later, we're on the phone with each other, and me and him have been able to build a pretty good relationship. He's actually done about 3 different charity events with me. We went to Fresno together and did a charity basketball game that we set up together. We set up one here in San Diego. We even had a Christmas camp that we did together last Christmas. And very good dude, man.
Yeah. Hey, for whatever anybody thinks about Meta World Peace's career history, you in your own mind can look me, you can look him, you can look the camera right in the eye and tell us that all of the things that he's done with his charitable work far supersedes any actions that he's ever done that maybe have reflected negatively on his career. I mean, he's a great player when his head was right and when he was in his right mind. But after his career has ended now, he has gone far above and beyond. Really, maybe even his playing career, maybe under the radar a little bit on the stuff that he's done. Huh?
For sure. The guy is very intelligent. He actually really cares about doing stuff in the community. And he's just been somebody that, his X vs. X basketball team, he's just trying to help other basketball athletes get a chance to play ball here in America, get their chance to go overseas. He just really cares about helping people. He has a nonprofit organization, the Artest Foundation, where he's just doing so much for the community. And that's where I think me and him were able to bond. And that's where we've been able to make a splash together, from here to San Diego to Los Angeles. So definitely a great guy, man, somebody that I really respect, and I'm very fortunate to be able to know.
Awesome. Dave, you got anything else for Abe?
No, I just think that, there's on Saturday, I know it's the King Show, but I always like to plug in one of our local teams. It could be a real quick game. I hope for Coach Jordan's sake it's not. But there is a new time, so we want to make sure that nobody does miss the game, that it is 1 p.m. on Saturday.
Oh, that's the old time.
That typically we play at 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
Ramon, we played at 3 o'clock. But that they will be kicking off at 1 p.m. against the Saddleback Gauchos. So that one will be a tough one. Looking for an upset. Boy, that would be an upset. And but hopefully,
can we get Abe to be back in the game? Maybe.
You know what?
Suit me up.
I think with this, the state of Brady Apt, if he would have been healthy, as we all know, I'm just touching on it real quick. It could have been a completely different season. They did have quite a few quarterback situations, but for the most part, Jordan is pretty positive. We enjoy, in case you never get to catch it, Griffin Graffiti. We do every Monday night, 9 o'clock, 8:30ish, 9 o'clock. And one last thing I wanted to plug in. We're really sorry we didn't get to have Coach John Quintero was supposed to join us last night for the show and do a couple of picks with us. And I kind of wanted to invite him on. I was going to invite you, Abe, to come in, kind of cameo appearance, and ask him how he liked the last time that he enjoyed the Kings experience. But talking to you previously, the last time he did attend a Kings game, he was very impressed. And definitely, he was definitely enjoyed it, and he would definitely come back. And that's what I wanted to get is, his real thoughts. I want to get it right here on East County Sports so everybody can see that even John Quintero still loves to catch a good basketball game that's competitive and a little bit out of his area, but he wants to see some talent, and you've got
He came out to Lincoln to watch us when I first played.
I think I think a competitive game maybe, but I think we're going to take the Nova Stars on Saturday night. But get out there to Elkhorn Valley High. Abraham Muheize, thank you so much. Good luck. We're going to do this again, I promise you. And maybe we work in some highlights and things like that. Don't forget live stream of the game Saturday night. If you can't make it, we want you to get out there. Maybe it'll be too crowded. People will be standing outside watching on their phones because they can't get into the game. Maybe that'll happen against Jacksonville when they come into town. So, and finally, I just wanted to say, King Amanpour, attorney King Amanpour, sponsor of the Kings, the owner of the Kings, along with Abe. Abe's kind of his general manager. King Amanpour, hope you never need us, but if you do, we're just a phone call away. Call 619-333-3333. You can even text King. He's your motorcycle and accident attorney, car or motorcycle. So, Abe Muheize, thank you so much, the general manager of the San Diego Kings. Good luck this weekend. Dave,
thank you, guys.
Nice job. So we'll see you again, Abe. Thanks a lot. The San Diego
Kings
Basketball Report with Abe Muheize. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.